It's April 13th, 2019. I'm sitting in my happy seat, 30,000 feet in the air, getting things done. I'm headed to Palm Springs, Coachella, right? Layover in Denver, and data point, I'm 6 months pregnant. Here I am, checking boxes, no distractions. But I think I feel a contraction. So I Google Braxton Hicks, which is false labor. Beep, bop, boop. Yep, got it. Self-diagnosed, that's what's going on. Good to know. The plane lands, and I go to deplane. Something's not quite right. So I call my doctor. I'm at DIA. We've all been there, right? The long walkways. And I'm thinking, this is going to be a long walk. I said, okay, doc, here's what's going on. Data point. She said, Amy Jo, get to a hospital right now. You cannot have a baby at 27 weeks in an airport. Everything you just said to me indicates you're in labor. And I'm like, well, that's kind of dramatic. I mean, a little drastic, right? I'm going to Coachella. I am not having a baby today. Let's see how this goes. Headed to my connection, and here we have on the right customer service for United, which is super handy because I could use some customer service. So I walk up to the counter, and everyone's looking at me. And I said, has anyone here ever had a baby? Because I have not, but I might be having one now, and I have no idea what it feels like. And this woman, Kathy, walks around. Love Kathy. She grabs my hand. She's like, ma'am, can you come sit down, please? Meanwhile, her colleagues are calling like paramedics to get this situation off their hands because they do not want a baby at the counter today. So Kathy's like, all right, tell me what's going on. Give her all the data. She said, yeah, why don't you just go to the hospital and get checked out? And I was like, Kathy, I'm going to Coachella. She said, I know. And there's a 6 p.m. flight. I'll get you booked there. You're good to go. Just come on back. Good plan. All right. Deal, Kathy. Things are getting pretty intense, so I figured this is probably a good step. Chauffeured to the hospital with an ambulance, and the doors open, and I see this logo. It's UC Health. I had just been in Denver about a month prior and gave a talk to UC Health. I met their leadership. I met their team, and they were amazing. And I thought, oh, I'm in great hands. I go in, they do the diagnostic stuff. And this woman, Nurse Laura, walks up to me. She's standing pretty close. She said, Miss Martin? I said, yeah. She said, you're going to have your baby in about an hour or less. I said, okay. She said, Miss Martin? I said, yes. And she gets closer. She said, look at me. I said, yeah. She said, you have to trust me. This is what we do here, and we're very good. And at that moment, I was like, game on. Okay. It's like she was my confident surrogate, right? I have baby Lincoln within the hour. He's a 2-pound micro preemie. I could fit my wedding ring around his ankle. He's about 6 months in this photo, so a little bigger. But we spent the next 3 months in the NICU. Now, I share this story, and by the way, Lincoln just turned 4. He's in great health. You would never know. He was on oxygen. Thank you. I share this story for 2 reasons. One, because humans connect with humans, not logos, right? And connection converts. Connection always converts, and it compounds over time. So Nurse Laura and Kathy, they are the humans. They are the heartbeat behind those 2 brands. And you can guarantee I'm pretty loyal at this point, right? But you are the humans behind your brand. You are. Your team is. What are you doing to invest in yourself as a person, not just as a professional? Because we have to humanize to monetize. And secondly, I share this story because today I'm going to teach the renegade mentality. Little did I know, I had been training for that moment for the past 2 decades. I live my life by 5 rules. The Renegade rules, it's changed my life. And I'll share these rules with you today. I'll also help you identify what I refer to as a why not now idea, something you've been thinking about doing. It could be personal, it could be professional, something that's been rolling around in the back of your mind, and give you the tools to green light it today by the end of this session.